Hey everybody, it's Big Ed here, and we have an all-star cast tonight. We have Carrie the Flying Hawaiian, we have Ben Gable, who are all the way from Mississippi tonight, and we also have Carl Bond from the great state of Delaware and Maryland Terp, and we are ready to rock and roll this evening. We have one special guest hoping to get on. Hopefully we get through the technical difficulties. Ron Fazio, but we will get him on. If we don't get him on tonight, we will get him on the show. Guys, last night, we watched a little bit of the Cowboys the day before. The Eagles, defensively really played well. Any takeaways that you guys took from the game? We'll start with you, Carrie. What did you think of the game and everything that's going on?
All right. Well, the defense looks playoff ready. I think. They played really good, man. The defensive tackles, man, they were just dominant. I mean, Jalen Phillips, he had another great game. The entire defense, even Dory Jackson, he's been playing well the last couple of games. Offense, same old story last week. Except this time, it seemed like they targeted A.J. Brown the entire game. But I will say this. It was pretty windy out. I know Hurts was a little bit erratic. He didn't turn the ball over, which is good. But Detroit has a pretty good pass. They have a pretty good defense. They're 8th overall in pass defense, 8th in rush defense, and 5th in total defense, and they're top 10 in points allowed. So we played a pretty good defense last week, and we scored 16 points against them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really that bad, Our offense didn't lose us the game.
Yeah.
Sirianni's decisions almost lost us the game, but I don't think Goff would have scored. Our defense was eating him alive the whole entire game. I highly doubt that last 4th down, or where he decided to go for it instead of punt. I forget. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That almost lost us the game, but it didn't, and I think it was a pretty good win.
Defensively, like I said, like you said, it was definitely a good game. Carl, what were some of your takeaways from that game last on Sunday? What did you see?
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I saw, everybody says it was a little windy. I can tell you personally, having been down on the field during pregame, it was very windy. And I saw when the quarterbacks were even warming up, the ball was fluttering. So that wind had affected both teams. I think what people got to understand is every time a team plays the Eagles, they're getting that team's best shot. And you said it earlier, they played 3 pretty good defenses when you look at it. I mean, Detroit's got a damn good defense, and those guys were flying around. So, I give the Eagles credit, man. When they needed to make the play, they made the plays. And I know everybody wants the stats, but you can have all the stats in the world. Josh Allen has all the stats in the world, but he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring.
Yep.
So does Herbert. He's got all the stats. He doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. Joe Burrow has all the stats. He doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. I don't care about stats. Like Jalen says, the bottom line, the main thing, keep the main thing the main thing. That's winning the games.
Yeah.
And you look at what the Eagles have done. They beat Kansas City in Kansas City. They beat Tampa Bay in September in Tampa Bay. They beat Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Detroit has had this game circled since last year because they thought they were robbed from being in the Super Bowl last year. So they're getting every team's best shot. And I thought the game was pretty good this past weekend. The defense was phenomenal. With the addition of Jalen Phillips, that guy, he's just a beast. You really can't judge what he brings and the size that he has unless you're standing right beside him. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And that BG, and Nolan Smith coming back and Nakobe Dean flying to the ball. I mean, Nakobe Dean is probably the smartest player on the field right there.
Yeah, I wrote an article on Nakobe Dean. I'm waiting for that to get posted. So
yeah,
like it.
Oh, I know. Just looking at what that defensive provides, and now a couple weeks ago, there was somebody else that made a comment about defensive tackle and whether or not it's an impact position, which was just. And if you look at what the Eagles have, and if you played the game, Carl, you and I both played the game. We understand. I mean, at the college level, Carrie, you played. Not sure if you did, Ben, or not. Sorry, so if I. But here's what. But you guys are definitely know. Defensive tackle is much more than just getting a sack or tackle body. Oh, we got Ron's here.
Oh,
There he is. We brought him on stage. Here you go, Ron.
I did.
Everybody.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a Toxic Avenger. We brought him on.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah. So we were
Nice
just
to meet
talking
you.
about defensive tackles, Ron. So we brought. We're talking a little bit about last night's game or Sunday's game with the Eagles, and talking about the impact position of the defensive tackle and what they actually bring to the table. And Ben, I mean, what was your read on how Carter and Davis played and those guys? And none of you had an opportunity to see that or the impact of the D tackle.
I watched the game. I will say this: they're the best DT duo in the league. I think they proved that last night. The Eagles' defense is humming. They're in full force right now. I think adding Jalen Phillips to the lineup I think, put them over. And then Dean's playing lights out. He's probably one of the better, backers out there right now in the league. And especially, he came off a torn ACL last year.
Right.
Yeah, that's huge for him. And it's huge for the team. But like I said in the game prediction Sunday, it was going to come down to the trenches. Eagles won that by far. Like I said, Jared Goff doesn't like playing in the cold. That you could tell he was ready to just get off the field at every time they got shut down. He was just ready to get over there. But I just think the Eagles defense is Super Bowl ready. The offense, I think, is good enough to get them over. They could do better, like you guys were saying. A.J. Brown, he was targeted. It's like they're trying to force it to him a little too much to make him happy. They only gave Devontae Smith, a couple targets, and he had one catch for 8 yards. And I felt like they could have spread that around a little better. I think the offense would have been more efficient. I think y'all would have hung up, 20-plus points.
Yeah.
But then again, it showed yesterday that you guys can just rely on your defense to win you games.
Well, it's
that's how good they are.
Interesting. There's a topic. There was something that I put up, and I'm going to go to Ron. I'll go to Carl. I'll go to, if you guys, the guys that actually watch this team, and I mean, it could be all you guys, who knows. But look at the defensive tackles from the 91 Eagles team and some of the guys you play with. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, you Ron, didn't you play with Randy White or no? Were you like at the same, or it was a little bit after him?
Change the name to Reggie. Yes.
No, Randy. I didn't know if you played it with
Yes.
Dallas, or he was older than you.
The word is tried to play.
Oh, okay.
Randy White was at Dallas in 1985 when I was trying. And yeah, he made me see stars quite a few times.
Right.
Wow, man.
So looking at that kind of a player, I mean, just and that kind of caliber. I actually had the honor of meeting him at one of our Maryland football banquets, because us three, like the L that's shaped on your screen, we all played in Maryland here. But I mean, you guys played in a much more, unfortunately, more successful era as far as I went to one bowl. You guys probably went to 3 or 4 at least. But looking at just meeting Randy White was so cool. I mean, he as a defensive tackle position, taught how to use pan placement, stuff like this, and how he'd use like almost martial arts to really have that skill set. And if you don't really understand that position, or if you never really got know all the nuances of it, you don't really get that kind of information. But he was just an awesome player. But we put in our group. And I don't know if you guys saw this, the 2025 Eagles versus the 91 Eagles. If you have a Madden, say if you get to pick one team for your Madden defense, who are you picking? The 91 Eagles or the 2025 Eagles for your Madden defense?
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think?
Pick the older teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 91 defense.
Yeah, 91. Why do you think so, Carl?
Oh, you got Reggie White.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Byron Evans. You got Seth Joyner, Clyde Simmons, Eric Allen.
Yeah, there was 5 All-Pros on that team.
Exactly. And
Wes,
guys, you know,
Wes
from-
Hopkins.
Water.
And the other thing too is the 91 team did it from week 1. You know, this team just started dominating the last couple of weeks thanks to, you know, a nice little trade and this and that. So
yeah.
let's not just go there quite yet. I mean, that 91 defense finished 1-1-1. That was just amazing, especially back then. I mean, it broke my heart that Randall Cunningham went down game 1 of that season.
Yeah.
That could have been our year.
You
But
got to remember this 25 defense. They weren't healthy. You know.
yeah.
Smith goes out.
Yeah. I love our defense now, though. Trust me, I love both defenses, but I still have a place in my heart for that 91.
Well, I don't think that 91 defense could play with under today's rules, though. They get
probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I see, like, you know, especially the safeties, Andre Waters and Wes Hopkins. They were a little bit slower at that point. They were big hitters, but they're, you know,
yeah.
Did they keep up with today's receivers? Who knows? I don't know. But like I said, I still got a place in my heart for that 91 defense. That was a big year for me. Right after that season was done, I joined the Army.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right after this in January. I missed the Super Bowl anyway, so I didn't get to watch the Super Bowl, but Eagles weren't there anyway, or didn't make the playoffs that year.
So let's go back a little bit, because we have Ron here, and I wanted to talk to you about your experience that you had, because this is Eagles Dallas week. Yeah. And you had a unique experience for playing for both Buddy Ryan, and you played tight end, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're Buddy Ryan, and you also got to play for Landry. So
yes.
Yeah, so what was your experience? What was your experience there with both of those coaches? Because those guys are both, you know, unbelievable. Obviously, one's a Hall of Famer, and Buddy's Buddy. So.
I just told myself that, you know, I was at Maryland with Carl there. Hey, Carl, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Ron?
And I wouldn't say I had the greatest, you know, college career, but I that if I could get an opportunity, I would take it. So I get a phone call one spring, because I had graduated in 84, December of 84. So I get a call in the spring of 85 from the Dallas Cowboys, and I swear I thought it was somebody playing a joke, and I was just like, what? So they said, yeah, we'd like to invite you out to our little mini camp. And there was a mini camp that they held in Dallas in the spring, and then we'll get you out here in the training camp, and I think it was like July, I don't know, 15th or 16th when it would start, and I'd be like, hey, dude, you send me the tickets and I'll go. Sure, this is an opportunity I would love to take. And oh my gosh, I was like, shit, I better get on the stick here. So I was working out. I did go to this little mini camp, and it was great, and it was, you know, it just told me that it's going to be like tough. So I got together with some quarterbacks in the area in New Jersey where I lived, and the high school quarterback. And so I was saying, we got to, you know, I'm going to make you better, you're going to make me better. So that's what happened. You know, we were just, you know, he was throwing, I was running the patterns, and it was just us two. And then we got a couple more guys out there playing defense and, you know, taking some reps, but, you know, everybody making everybody better. So when I got to training camp, I was, you know, better than I ever was at Maryland, I think. But it was such a great opportunity, and it was just class all the way. You know, even the veterans on Dallas were, you know, if they saw that you were, you know, picking it up and, you know, making things work and doing well, they wanted you to do well. They were encouraging you, and you're like, yeah, they would hit the hell out of you. But it was like, it was as if they're just saying, hey, get used to that. And, you know, you're one of us. Let's go. Let's get it going. and it was just encouraging. It was a lot of positivity that I just remember. It was like such a great place to be, being included in the meetings, just in the practices, getting repetitions, and I was just trying to make it, but still, they felt like you were part of the team, and that's the way I felt. And I think it came down from the top, class guy with Tom Landry. Everybody else was just a class act. So I don't want this to go on too long, but then I broke my hand at Dallas, and that was like the beginning of the end. So they keep you until you get better. And I got my cast off after a few weeks or whatever, and I couldn't catch shit. And I'm a tight end. So, it was back to my Maryland days, dropping passes and it wasn't so great. So I get a call into Tom Landry's office, and okay, we're going to let you go, Ron. You did a good job. But, the injury kind of messed you up, and I begged to come back the next year, but he said, we'll probably the draft picks and everything. So, okay, thank you for the opportunity. But before I left, I got everybody's autograph in the yearbook. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, I have his autograph, and now he's gone. And, but some of the other guys that I have, Ed Too Tall Jones and Randy White and Danny White and Tony Dorsett. So it's kind of cool. I just didn't want to give it up at that point. That's 1985. Now in 1986, I was able to get a call because I lived in South Jersey, and somebody knew somebody, and somebody helped me out and said, "Hey, you want to get a tryout with the Philadelphia Eagles?" And I said, "Oh, hell yeah, I would love that." So suddenly I'm running pass patterns for Ron Jaworski and Randall Cunningham in the old JFK Stadium, where there was some summer workouts, and I was thrilled. It was great.
That had to be, man. Damn, caught passes from my man Randall.
It
Wow.
was it was just a really special feeling, both
Man.
Dallas and this. But man, then you get to meet the new guy, Buddy Ryan, and oh my god, I just couldn't make him like me. So, and
Yeah.
it was to him I was just a placeholder. So, they already had John Spagnola and David Little at the time, and they could use another deep offensive tackle to play a blocking tight end if they needed to. So I was just struggling. I felt like I was doing good, but it just wasn't enough, and it was really tough. So just one quick story. There was one time we had gone to San Diego to play a preseason game, and I actually was just trying to do whatever I could, get in on kickoff teams, kickoff receiving, anything, special teams, just to try to see if I could make the team. Well, we did the kickoff, and I think that Buddy Ryan's running the clicker with the films, and he's going back and forth, and I forget now, but I was like third in from the right or something like that, and I ran like a 4.8 40-yard dash, which was fairly slow, but fairly okay. But I get put in with some of these guys that are running 4.4s and 4.5s, and they they make it look so slow. So you're going down on the coverage, and these guys are 10 yards ahead, and he's pointing out who's number 3. I don't know. Somehow they did it in the meeting, and the coach yells out, "Oh, that's Ron Fazio." And he was, "Get him the fuck out of there!" in front of the whole team meeting, and it was just, oh my god. And I think I was cut the next day. I'd made it through some final, whatever, but it was just really, it was just tough, But I know I got really good feedback and good times. I had to go against Reggie White a couple of times.
Wow.
But man, he was just so quick with his hands and so strong. But when I got him good and I got him on, blocking, he said, "Dude, that's a great block," or whatever. He was really complimentary. Now, he's the minister, of course, but then you got, the mean guy now no longer with us. I feel kind of bad, but Andre Waters,
Yeah.
not a big guy, but I've never been hit that hard in my life. He hated me. It was okay. I mean, that's all right, but man, it was like this guy could hit so hard, and I mean, I saw Randy White made me see stars. This guy made me see stars and cows and moons and stuff. Anyway, sorry, I kind of went on for a little bit, but
That's okay.
it was a great time of my life. I was trying to make it into a level that I think I could have, but it was a little bit beyond my reach. So I was glad to get the opportunities that I had, but it was like, keep it all in perspective. I'm, maybe I wouldn't be able to have my knees at this point, if I still would have been playing.
Well, at least you do. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, man.
That's pretty good.
It was
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what,
that is
Ron?
pretty awesome.
Huh?
We're going to
Yeah,
come
dude.
back to you. We're going to come back to you again, but we're going to ask you to talk a little about your Toxic Avenger episodes in a
Well,
minute. But I want to talk a little bit. But thank you for sharing those, which they're actually awesome stories and
Yeah.
things like that. Someday
Yeah,
I'll tell
thank
you
you,
guys how I duped people thinking that I blocked Reggie White, which was a whole other thing. That was like a thing that I did at a bar in Philadelphia. But that's when I was playing in Maryland and blah blah blah. Anyway, it was. I pretended I was telling people I was Jim Lachey, but I also knew there were probably like about 10 beers in at the time. That's a whole other experience. Anyway,
you're not
Carl,
Yeah.
let's talk about what's happening. You got some inside scoop, inside info, see what's going on the days in, the days outs. Is it as bad as they say it is over in Philly with some of the inner fightings with what's happening?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's WIP trying to get people to listen, and they just harp on that stuff. Now,
That's why I need to listen to Straight Shooter Sports right here, guys. That's why. Okay, go ahead. That was a plug.
if just your eye test tells you that there is a disconnect somewhere, but it's not as bad as they're making it out to be. The media is making it out to be. I think. Well, the way I put it is, these guys are 20-something years old. I mean, my youngest daughter's older than them. They're kids,
right?
And they're today kids. They don't know anything else but social media and stuff like that. So they don't know how to express themselves. They go right to social media. Back in our day, Ron, we kept it all to ourselves, and it was kept in house. These guys, they're out, like right after a game. If they're not talking to somebody from the media, they're on their Twitter feed or whatever.
Well, you know why?
Because it gets clicks.
Yes.
Yeah,
and clicks equals what?
The clicks include money.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
They're their own brand.
Exactly.
So
that's why we bring on Ben.
Yeah, I'm getting a little sick of the pouting
It's not
in
as
the
bad
sideline,
as they're portraying it to be. But I mean, there's probably is some truth to some of it. But that's
well, it's true. It's true. It's that's the thing, and that's the society we live in today because everything is so point click, this, that, and the third, and all that stuff, and it's just. It's crazy. I mean, the more views you get, the more opportunity you get, and you become an influencer and all that other stuff. And I mean, it's good, but it could be toxic. And then tomorrow night, just so a little plug for tomorrow night's show, because we're going to talk tomorrow night about the NILs, recruiting, and things like that for college sports, which is a loaded topic in itself. So that that all fills in with what we're going on. But if we could shift a little bit, guys, I know because Ben's our San Fran expert, and we're talking a little bit about San Fran and what happened with them and what's going on with them. They're looking a little bit better, yeah.
Offensively, yeah. Defensively, we took one hit. Our second string middle linebacker to Fred Warner, he's out for multiple weeks now with the high ankle sprain. And I'm a next man up guy all day long, every day, but that has its limits. You're going to go so far into your depth chart, and I'm glad to see that our rookie, Nick Martin, is getting more reps. I think he's going to be a stud later on down the road. He was our 3rd round pick. I'd like to see him play more Mike backer than outside Sam or Will, but defensively they're doing a like the bend don't break thing. and I don't think that's going to be sustainable down the road because the next 3 games, they're not really going to be tough. It's kind of a weak schedule, but the final game, I think 3 or 4 games on our schedule are actually the toughest stretch in the NFL. And because we play Seahawks in our last week. And we're 4-1 in our division, and we got to win that one. I think we have to win that one to make the wild card. But offensively, we're back. Purdy's in there, and he looked really good considering the time he missed. They plugged him in, and he was good to go. But they're talking about Brandon Ayuk being week to week. They're going to open his practice window up for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because who else didn't think that San Fran, before the Eagles went on there a little bit of run, weren't going to be like the next San Fran dynasty the way they were the last couple of years with Boza, and that team was really just a solid squad.
Yeah.
So
Shanahan's a really good coach, man.
Yeah, he is.
He makes boneheaded decisions, man. Like that game Sunday against the Cardinals, we're up 25 points in the fourth quarter. He still had Purdy throwing Christian McCaffrey medicine balls. Like you had all your starters in there. You had Kittle in there taking blocks and hits, and I was like, "What are you doing? Take them out." Your history with injuries. I mean, why are they in there?
Yeah.
Shanahan, he's a great coach. I'm not taking that away from him, but some decisions he just makes don't make any sense to me.
I mean, you got a real bunch of winnable games coming up. You got the Panthers, you got the Browns, and you got the Titans.
I don't know, man. Sure, might get us. Just kidding.
I don't know. Did he look horrible? I watched some of his highlights. I mean,
I'm not gonna base his future on that. I mean, they threw him in like later in the game.
Yeah, he got no first team reps the entire week.
No,
he got kind of thrown in there. It was bad. It was ugly.
Yeah,
but give him a week. Give him time, man.
I'm pulling for the kid. I want to see him do well.
Yeah.
He took his slice of humble pie. He got drafted in the 5th round. Now it's time to give the kid a chance.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
at least give him a shot. What do they got to lose?
Yeah, don't waste the kid's talent, man. That kid's got talent, man. Don't waste it.
The Browns got a pretty good defense, though. They get overlooked. And the last time we played the Browns, they smacked us in the mouth. They humbled us up pretty good on defense. Yeah. So we can't look past that. It's a good matchup for us because offensively the Browns are kind of weak. Our defense kind of weak, so that's kind of an even keel thing there. But I think our offense it's going to pick up this time. I think we'll beat the Browns. I think we'll beat the Panthers. But right now they're in a good spot. I mean, we weren't. Oh, it could have been a whole lot worse. Shanahan, he's doing his thing. That's why he's considered. He's in the race for a Coach of the Year. Because of this, and Solly's helping him a lot too. Though he's a heck of a DC, and he's working with what he's got.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's like I said, the 49ers I don't mind as much as I don't like Dallas, who we're playing this week. So getting back to them, I mean, let's talk about their little game last night that they had, because I know they were all excited and pumping their chest and everything else because they beat up on the Raiders. I mean, Ron, did you watch any of that extravaganza or no?
I think I was asleep.
Okay, I honestly don't blame you, Ron.
Raiders are just bad, man. I'm not giving them.
No,
I'm not giving them flowers for that one.
No flowers. Carl, what did you think of that? Are you not giving flowers either?
Oh, for Dallas, I didn't watch any of that.
I'm going to carry and Ben because you guys watched. I watched some of it.
I'm with Ron. I was asleep. I think I fell asleep at the last part of it.
Yeah.
The Raiders shot themselves in the foot when they signed Geno Smith to that big deal to be their starting quarterback. I think they should have went after a quarterback in the draft instead of signing him, because he was already starting to fluster with Seattle. So I don't know what Pete Carroll was thinking with that.
Like, let me ask you this, Ben. is the Dallas defense really that good, or is Geno Smith really that bad? Because
Both.
Dallas defense
Ra-
made him look really bad.
Dallas is the only bright spot on Dallas's defense is Overshown.
Yeah.
He's a really good player. He's a really good
Defensive
linebacker.
tackle they just got looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Quentin Williams, man.
Was it Kenny Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
They
Clark. I mean, they got some pieces, but I think Dallas's defense really took a hit. Other than Parsons, I think they took a hit when they lost Van Der Esch.
Oh, Van Der Esch was a good player.
Yeah, he was really
Yeah.
good. I think he was like Luke Kuechly level good, and the injuries piled up on him pretty quick.
Yeah. I thought he definitely was that kind of player. But let's go back. I know that look at next week's game. We have the guys on here. I know we have our show on Thursday also. But just looking at like how the Eagles and the Cowboys, this game actually, guys, not that it really scares me, but I honest to goodness think that if the Eagles come out flat, that they're going to lose this game. That's just my thought. I don't know what you guys think of it, Ron. What is your thought about that? Coming up.
Yeah. Not to get too specific, but I mean, any given Sunday, anything could happen. Dallas could come out, hot, and it might be their day. Or vice versa. It's going to be the Eagles' day. It's going to be a tough fought game. But yeah, I think that Philadelphia will come out on top. But it could happen where they could come out flat and Dallas takes it over.
Yeah, I agree.
Rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles, of course.
Of course, Willingboro. From Willingboro, that's right. Shout out for Willingboro. All right, Carl. Let's get your analysis. What you got?
Yeah, I feel the same way as Ron. And I mean, if the Eagles come out flat, and any given Sunday, a team can beat another team. So I think the Eagles will be motivated. I think their offense is going to be motivated. I think they already played Dallas. That first game, they pretty much whipped them. That hour delay kind of affected both teams. I think I'm not afraid of this game, but anything can happen.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
Yeah. Carrie, how about you? What do you got? What are you thinking about this one?
I think the play calling's got to be better.
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Oh, that's horrible. You're right.
I mean, I don't think it's really gonna hurt us that Lane's gonna be out. Because I told you this earlier. Fred's a very serviceable player. Yeah, we got to move the football. I'm not really worried about the defense anymore. I mean, Dallas does have an offense, but who have they played? They haven't beaten anybody.
So if we win this game right now, I mean, is this going to be a silly question? So you can smack me and it's fine.
They don't scare me.
I know. Welcome to the WWE show. No, but if they win on Sunday, right? Yeah. If we win on Sunday, do we clinch the NFC East?
Yeah.
They say if they win Sunday and they win next Friday, Black Friday, they'll clinch the East.
They'll win the East, right?
The next 2 days.
Okay. I didn't know if they won on Sunday, if they clinched the East, because that's a biggie right there. And they clinched the East, and
Dallas has to try to make it in as a wild card, and I just don't see it happen. They got like a 7 to 10% chance to make the playoffs right now.
according to Dallas fans.
Oh no, according to Dallas, depending on how much Kool-Aid they're drinking.
Right.
After last night's game against the Super Bowl Raiders.
Yeah. Did you see that smooth guy that I posted? If you guys haven't seen it, you gotta check it out in the group. The smooth guy, that guy doing the defensive tackle drills.
The guy that was crying.
I was laughing. I actually like the guy. I think he's funny.
The crying cowboy fan.
Oh yeah, the crying cowboy.
I love the way his girlfriend rides him. Like, why are you crying for? It's just a game. It's not just a game.
Yeah. I mean, he is actually funny. So if you guys get a chance to check him out, that Smooth, yeah. Hey, Smooth, you're always welcome on our show. Always give us a call or whatever. That'd be great.
All
right.
Quick story.
All right, go ahead.
1987 was the strike year, and got a chance to continue my attempt at a pro football career with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we went down to the Dallas Cowboys in their famous Dallas Cowboys Stadium. they had every single player across the picket line.
Oh,
We were all the replacement, and we got our asses kicked that day.
Oh,
see, I have
wasn't
no
that? Oh, I
respect for
remember that
man.
game. Didn't Dave
Yeah,
play?
that's-
Didn't
It
Dave
was,
play with you though, Ron Casella? Didn't Dave play with you?
Dave, who?
Oh, the center,
No,
Maryland.
Pasella.
Pasella. What I call Casella. Like I said, I got hit in the head too many times. Dave
Well,
Pasella. Then my nose bro.
It was not the same years. He was there either. Oh my gosh, I think he was there a little bit later.
Yeah.
I forget what years this goes in because I tried with Philadelphia in 86 and 87, but Dave Pasella wasn't there.
Okay.
He was there maybe, oh gosh, because he had got
88.
a couple of years. Yeah, maybe he was there a little bit later because I know he played with the Washington Federals,
Yes.
USFL, and I'm not sure where else he played, but I think he went from the Federals to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
But yeah, another great guy from the Maryland Terrapins.
that game is the reason Buddy Ryan would run up the score every time he got a chance to play the
Yeah,
Cowboys after that.
Right.
Well, there was that whole thing.
And took out their kicker.
Like the I guess the bounce or something. They wanted to take people out. So yeah, there was some shit going on.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
That was when it was a rivalry, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Ron, let me ask you something. How did you make it from the Philadelphia Eagles to being back in South Jersey to the Toxic Avenger?
Ah.
Please explain that to our fans.
Our fans. Okay, well, got done playing football. That was my last year, the strike year. I just said I'm going to hang it up. That's it. So 1987, and a couple other strike players. One guy had a house up in Plainfield, New Jersey, and
Right.
we all sort of decided to kind of hang out and said, hey, he said, yeah, you could come and live with me, pay some rent, and then we'll hang out in New York City. We'll go out. I said, okay, fine. So I was living up in, I guess that section in Plainfield, New Jersey, which is kind of close up to in North Jersey, and got started working in as a bouncer in New York City, and it was kind of cool, kind of tough, kind of dangerous. But at the time, it was a small little night, and I have one of the bouncers and one of the girls. She was a coat check. She was a coat check girl, and she was talking about how she was going to be in a movie. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of listening to this. And she basically said, it's called the Toxic Avenger, and we're going to do this. And she was going to be an extra in the movie. I thought she was going to be a star or whatever. And who knows? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I said, and I walked over to her and just basically said, what's this all about? The movie, the thing, what do you know? And she gave me the information, where to go, where to, and I did. I just walked in. It was like a walk-up place, an apartment building in like Hell's Kitchen, and it was kind of nasty, and I don't know, didn't look very Hollywood-ish, put it that way. So I go up into the office and I just said, yeah, is this where they're casting for this movie? And I okay. And I walked in, and I don't know, I'm 6'3", 6'4", and I don't know what I was at the time. I'm too, but still working out and still. And they came and spoke to me, privately, and offered me a position as like the Toxic Avenger, but in terms of football terms, it would be like the second string guy. So I actually got hired for the Toxic Avenger, to be the Toxic Avenger, but to be the second team guy to fill in. We were going to fill in shots. We were going to, make things work if we were missing something with the other guy. And I was like, yeah, this is great. Sure. They told me they're going to pay me like $50 a day. And I was like, that's not a lot, but okay. I wasn't really doing much. So
I'm trying to bring up a picture of you as a Toxic Avenger right now, Ron. I'm looking for that. So 1 second. You keep going.
Yeah, it was just such a lot. It was a lot of fun. I had to get in makeup for like a couple of hours a day, and it was so cool. And being on a movie set, I don't know. It's just it was so fun, but I realized that it's like a low budget. This is like non-union. It was I don't know, cult classic or whatever. Maybe not
Yeah,
physical.
It is.
B movie, not going to pay a lot of money, not going to make a lot of money, but
It's a big graphic novel.
I
too.
mean, so let me ask you. I mean, not that it's any of my business, so you could just say it's none of your business, which is fine. Do you still get anything from it, or no? I mean,
that's none of your business.
all right, damn it. God,
you-
listen, you can't hurt a girl for trying here.
So Ron, you got a few things coming up. I see, huh? You got looking at your IMDb page, man. You got a few things coming up. Tell us about it.
I don't know. Hold on.
He's like, hold on, check my
What
page.
you talking about?
Well, it says you're in a series called We Survive.
That it's yeah, it's kind of hard to describe because I did that, quite a few years ago, and it's like not really.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to. Everybody was talking big about it, and then it just fizzled out, and nothing came about it. So
I got you.
kind of just disappointing. There's a lot of things. I live in North Carolina. There's not a lot of big productions that are.
So what about Slaughter at Camp Swine Lake?
What?
Slaughter at Camp Swine Lake.
on there. I think I did voiceovers for that. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it says voice in parentheses. My bad.
Okay. Good. Well, anyway, so I get on this second string Toxic Avenger, and the guy who was the first guy, I don't know, he just became a real butthead, a real asshole, treating people bad, and nobody wanted to work with him, so he actually got fired, and I took over the lead role, which is just it was a lot of fun. I just had a ball. Now years later, after we had filmed the movie, he had since passed away. So he was always trying to, I don't know, I don't know. I can't really talk bad about a person, but yeah, he passed away. I think when Facebook was really getting to be the big thing besides MySpace, and Facebook was coming up, I was trying to get in touch with him to kind of maybe we could do a few conventions together, sign autographs, whatever, and he wanted no part of it, but little did I know, I guess he was not doing so well, and I guess he had a heart attack or something, and now he's gone. So I don't have a comment, but he was not a very nice person, put it that way.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved that movie as a kid. I had to sneak behind my parents' backs to watch it.
Yeah. Well,
I love that movie. I had the toys too.
Cool. When we filmed it, we filmed two movies because I wasn't in part one, Toxic Avenger Part 1. I was in Toxic Avenger Part 2 and Toxic Avenger Part 3. They actually did a Toxic Avenger Part 4.
Yeah.
They have a new Toxic Avenger with the little guy Peter Dinklage that came out. So that's
that came out.
Was that called is that half
recent.
Toxic Avenger?
I don't know. I mean, I don't get it, but they say it's pretty good, and they stuck
Not
with
so toxic.
It looks wild. It's a reboot, but it looks pretty wild. I might check it out.
Exactly, it's wild. So
I know. I'm sure I'll get banned for saying something like that.
You inspired the movie, so
Yeah.
you inspired Peter.
Ron,
Dinklage
you are very toxic.
Be the toxic. Tell yourself that. It's all good.
Well, it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to, see if I could do it a little.
No, the original Toxic.
What's up?
The original Toxic Avenger was toxic.
Actually, the original Toxic Avenger used to be on the show, but he's not here anymore.
No, that's Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah.
You have him? What? Oh,
Hey,
he was the one that actually. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna.
oh
I'll leave that alone. But I actually thought that was kind of funny.
I am
Anyway,
a Toxic Avenger.
I know.
I know the guy. His name is Mitchell Cohen. I never met him, but he was the star of the Toxic Avenger Part 1. I always tell people, go see Part 1 and then see Part 2 and 3. They actually did do a Part 4. I wasn't thrilled about that one because they didn't ask me back. But that's okay. I need to hang up those cleats too. So
yeah.
But now, just, occasionally I have an agent, and occasionally he calls me and says, "Hey, we're going to set up a convention here and there," and
Yeah.
so that's kind of cool. So we're doing conventions, and hopefully you get up to New Jersey and I don't know,
yeah.
Philadelphia and all those things. I want to just try to get around and see if we can, I don't know, meet some.
Let's do some shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight Shooter
Get
and the
out.
Toxic Avenger
Exactly.
with Carl.
Yes. I love it.
Now I'll tell you what, this it's really interesting. I love that stuff and love hearing the folklore. I love what you were talking earlier about with Buddy and Tom Landry. I mean, you had an experience that not many people really had, which is really cool. And
They were just opposite ends of the spectrum. I mean, you got a guy, Tom Landry, who just a curse word never came out of his mouth, and with Buddy Ryan, every other word was a curse word.
Oh, I know. I know. It was kind of like going from Beverly Hills to the trailer park. It was just, that's a great metaphor for that, because those two guys were like total
Buddy was scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In peace, both of them. I mean, it's a shame, but they're all gone. All these older guys who we, I don't know, just looked up to, and I don't know. I don't look up to Buddy, but
Coach Landry, I mean, even though I respected him as a coach, as a kid, used to see him with the fedora, he's on the sidelines, he had that whole
he was iconic.
He was just an icon.
Yeah.
I mean, Buddy was icon in his own way.
I just remember my high school teachers hating Buddy, man. My one high school teacher, Mrs. Ryan, she passed away, but she was an older lady back then, so she had to be like at least 105 by now. She hated Buddy. She's like, I'm not going to root for the Philadelphia Eagles until they fire that damn coach.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that Jerry Jones documentary that came out recently?
No.
No, Netflix?
Yeah, I felt like they kind of paid a disservice to Landry in that they touched in on the point when Jerry Jones took over and replaced Landry.
Mm.
They made it out like Landry was the senile old uncle they had to put in a home in that documentary. It didn't sit well with me. Maybe if you guys watch it, and you might get a different perspective than me, but that's what I took from it. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah. That was Tex Schramm, correct? I mean, he was the owner, but then Landry was replaced by.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing.
Is it a puff piece?
Do what?
Is it a puff piece?
No, that it's actually I'm not a Cowboys fan. I hate the Cowboys, but it was actually a good documentary. I mean, it was well done. Jerry Jones did puff his chest a lot in the he had to. He's always promoting himself. So
yeah. I'll just tell you what.
I hope he lives forever. To be honest.
Yeah,
I love him going to that team.
Well, it's like how I wanted what was that guy from the Commanders, Schneider. I wanted him to live forever. I wanted him to be the Daniel Snyder. I wanted him to be the owner forever.
Now they got the Sixers owner, so they're not.
Which is disgusting.
Shape, man.
If you ask me, it's disgusting. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to own, like, he owns the Sixers. Not only owns the Sixers, but he also owns the Jersey Devils.
Yeah, but if he's going to own any team or ruin any team, I'm glad it's the Commanders.
That's right. But he shouldn't own the Sixers.
He should sell the Sixers. I wish he would sell the Sixers.
Yeah.
Well, he's not the sole owner, guys. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that Edelman. I saw something. I saw this kid. Do you ever see the kid doing a TikToks interviewing like rich people? Do you ever see that guy? Or am I the only one that like watches this stuff? Because probably anyway, so he's over there doing interviews with like, and one of the Sixers co-owners. You're right. His name was Edelman. He's a finance guy.
Well, the Commanders have several owners too. He's just
Magic Johnson. Right?
Yeah, I think he's part owner, isn't he?
He's part owner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think honestly they should bring back the Redskins name, but that's just me.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I definitely think they should.
Yeah. Well, I knew they were going to regress, but I didn't think they were going to be that bad this year.
I'd love
embarrassing for the division.
A couple of games with the throwback jerseys.
Yeah. They're teetering on the edge.
Carl, did you guys play? Remember? I'm sorry, guys. We're going a little Maryland folklore here. Did you guys play in those alumni games? Remember when they brought the alumni to come back?
I played in one that I know a couple years they were full pads, and at the
Yeah.
time I was with the state police, so I couldn't. I wanted to play in that, but I didn't want to take a chance.
I played.
But I did play in one that was a touch game.
No, we played two. There was like 2 years after I was done playing, right?
Yeah.
And I played in that one. It was really cool because I was telling Ron, I said I got to play with Stan Gelbaugh was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit was out there. Chuck Fawcett was out there. I don't know who else was out there. It was just cool playing all these
Donald
legends.
there one year. Donald.
What's
The
that?
playground legends, though.
Donald Turkey Brown.
Yeah, they were
Brown.
playground. Huh? Yeah, Brown. We were beating them. Actually, it was kind of funny. Well, I was actually calling their plays because I actually still knew the play calls. So I was like calling like when they were doing trap or whatever it was on the thing. But I just couldn't believe there's guys like my age now, like 54, 55, out there in full pads. I'd be like, no way would I ever go back out there like right now. Just imagine doing that now.
No way.
No way. No way.
I had
Why not?
Why not? Basement, so I wouldn't do it at all.
Why not?
Yeah, man. Come on, I'll get you in shape, man. Let's go.
Listen, I can't even get in a 3-point stance without needing oxygen. So then, no.
I got you, buddy. We're gonna work on that. Me and you, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah. No.
I'll have you beach ready.
No. Have me beach. Yeah, they might have to roll me back in. Anyway, guys, Thursday night. If everybody could be here, we got our Thursday night special coming up. Tomorrow night, if anybody wants to be on that, we're gonna have we do have a pretty interesting cast of people coming in. I have a high school coach, a basketball coach coming. I have a parent who is a Maryland baseball player whose 2 daughters play Division I soccer. And we're going to talk about the NILs. I also have a lawyer coming on tomorrow night. So that's tomorrow night's show right here on Straight Shooter. We're going to talk about NILs and all that good stuff. I mean, the effect it has on the league. So if anybody wants to join in, please feel free. Thursday night, we have our show again, starting at 7:30 to 8:30. And don't forget, guys, if you haven't joined our group yet, because I know we're live on my Facebook and also Carrie's and whoever else we share to, don't forget to check out our group because we have a lot of fun in that group, a lot of good conversations, a lot of articles. Carrie's really been working on the articles and things like that. So a lot of great stuff happening. I really appreciate, Ron, you coming on tonight, sharing your stories. Carl, with your insight. It was awesome. And does anybody else have anything good for the group, or are we good?
Was going to mention something about the Cowboys and Eagles.
Oh, Cowboys and Eagles, and we forgot the spitting. So 2 things. Okay, let's just finish that up. So go ahead.
I think that it'd help the Eagles' running game a little bit if they give Tank Bigsby a little more reps. Mix it up with Saquon a little bit.
I agree.
Got a little thunder and lightning.
I agree.
The 49ers are finally doing that with Robinson and CMC. They're finally implementing that, and I think the Eagles should do it because Tank Bigsby, every time he gets a rep, man, he makes the most of it, man.
Is that Michael Robinson?
Huh?
Is that Michael Robinson?
No, what's his? I'm bad with first name. I'm bad with names. Period.
The same Robinson that played for Washington?
Right. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bruiser.
Anybody else think split backs or the I formation? No. Right? I mean, come on. If we bring back the power eye, who wouldn't want to see that?
A little wishbone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The bone. Yes.
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. Hey, what the heck? They do the tush push. Might as well do something like that. Bring that in there.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, Jalen Hurts has got the running ability. Why not?
Yeah.
They have a fullback.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
AJ Brown is he's a big body receiver. Put him in on it.
Patullo, if you're listening, listen to us. We know what we're talking about. I formation,
Let's bring back the wishbone, everything.
Yeah, wing T. We're going to run 38, 39 counter crisscross. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm just saying. We'll just, but look, they had to do something, right? And then the one last thing, I'm sorry, I know I did the whole exit speech, but the one last thing I want to talk about is that spitting incident. Did you guys see that, Ron? Did you see that the spitting incident with the San Fran or Carl? Did you see that with Jalen Ramsey? What did you think, Carl, on that whole thing?
Did he spit?
He did.
He
No,
did.
he
said
They got him on camera.
He did.
He
I
said he
don't-
didn't spit. Come on, man. There's
Dude.
like 100 cameras all over the place.
It was a pretty big spit too. It wasn't no small little dot. I mean, it was like
Hey, maybe he
King
slobbers when he talks.
Cobra spitting venom on something, man.
He was like,
Well, and then
Listen here, man.
yeah.
Well, they
Let's
had a
just
press
get that out
conference.
of there.
with Mike Tomlin, and Tomlin said he was basically sticking up for Ramsey without saying it, basically saying, hey, if someone spits on you, do what you got to do,
Yeah.
Which spitting on another adult man, playing a game is ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
just, there's no place in the NFL for that mess, man. It's a professional football league,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I never expected anything out of him to do.
So if
something,
Atlanta,
Mhm.
say if this happened in Atlanta and they still were the Hawks and they had like Tua as their quarterback, would it be like the Hawk Tua? Sorry, I was waiting to do that.
Dude, that would get some clicks.
That's bad.
That would make its rounds on social media. That would be a meme.
That's exactly right. I was doing it was the meme dance. No, but
you put it out there.
I did. Look at that. They even messed up my camera. All right, fellas. Well, thank you. Does anybody else have anything good for the order this evening? I think we
Yes.
covered a lot of Carrie. Yes.
When you guys get a chance, we got a guy in our group. His name is Hayward Richardson. He's got a really good podcast too. It's called the Focus Podcast, and it's also on StreamYard. And he talks about the Philadelphia Eagles. Him and Mike Byer. They got a really good show. So check them out when you get a chance. After you're
not
done
only
watching
that.
this one.
Hayward, get your butt on here, and while we do our show, we'll do your show. We could, and they could do our show. We could do like shows.
Yeah.
Get Byard on here too.
Nobody else here has the Toxic Avenger. We do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right, and we have an Eagles insider too.
Yeah.
That's right,
That's right.
gentlemen. Great show tonight, and we will check you out.
All right. Nice to meet you,
Thank
Ron,
you.
Carl.
See you guys.
Been a
Have a
pleasure.
great night, fellas.
All right, guys.
All right.
Appreciate
Bye.
it. How do we get off of this thing?